title of the show is called Zhen, which in Chinese translated means roots. And the show was inspired in part by what I've been doing for the last year or so. And it gave birth to this theater dance piece.
My name is Zhao. I'm the director of Ng. Also, I'm one of the actors in the show. I'm helping producing the show as well. So just listen and feel the energy. So coming from here and then all together. Feel the energy all together. Just say the line. Okay, let's try one more time.
I am the seed that fell into the earth. I am what's left behind and what leads. I am the blood that's under your skin. Regardless of race, you and I are king. As long as our rivers continue to run, we will meet at the ocean where we become one.
So the show is about the history of Asian Americans. It's an opportunity to make Corky Lee's photographs come to life. A lot of Corky Lee's work has been around the Asian American immigrant movement. From the first time that the Filipinos landed here in the 17th century to the 1860s, where we had the building of the Transcontinental Railroad, to the 1940s with the exclusion of 120,000 Japanese Americans who were interned during World War II.
He has documented our history, Asian American history, for 40 years, as you can see. That's our hero. Asian American hero.
I know 150 years.
That's Corky Lee.
They're using a number of my photographs from the 70s to illustrate the activism that took place. I think probably from the clothing and the hairdo, one can tell it's fairly dated. But these are photographs of Chinese Americans and Asian Pacific Americans. I think this is probably more Chinese American than Asian Pacific Americans, because the title of the show is actually from a Chinese word, but there's probably some parallels to that. The dancers themselves is one woman who's from Taiwan. The director is from Inner Mongolia. You have a Japanese woman, and you have someone who's, I think, Puerto Rican and Filipino.
A common characteristic that I have seen many women of my culture to possess is one of determined strength and courage. Yeah, and they may be hard-headed at times, but they are also hospitable.
It's basically bringing the past to the present and telling people in the present that this is what has happened in the past. And it's sort of a continuation of the activism, very much in the same way that the Black Panthers and Puerto Rican Young Lords in New York. The interesting thing is that the director just graduated from a program in SUNY Purchase in theater and dance.
It's gonna be great. And everybody in the team, they are fantastic and amazing. It's gonna be wonderful and beautiful.
She grew up not in this country, not knowing anything about the contributions that the Chinese made in building the railroad. And she really got inspired, and she always felt that Chinese have done lots of other things. They can build a Great Wall, they can certainly lay railroad tracks. And she was very inspired by this. She also came across some of the art and literature called Yellow Pearl, which got started in the 70s. And she realized that there was a pattern, or actually a history of Asian American activism, as well as art and culture. And that's basically part of my generation, the baby boomers. But we don't get a whole lot of recognition for what we did.
I first learned about the chance to make my fortune at the Central Pacific Railroad through the Chinese newspapers in my hometown of Guangdong. The Americans are looking for labor. The Westerners mockingly call us Celestials. They know we call our homeland Zhongguo, the Middle Kingdom, and ridicule us because all we're doing here is cleaning their dirty laundry and shoveling dirt on the railroad. Even the least educated white man knew the joke was on us. We are the dominant workforce for building this railway. Everywhere you see Chinese faces, over 12,000 strong. We are almost all of the workforce. We are so formidable that we even set the record at laying 10 miles of track in one day. The work is grueling and dangerous. More than 2,000 of us have died. We work for a pittance, less than $1 a day. Even though we are promised a raise, we still have the cost of food and board to pay. We live in shacks beside the rails. The snow and wind creeps in every night. I think this is even worse than the month-long trip by sea from Toisan to get to the Gold Mountain. Another insult, I heard we are only getting paid a fraction of what the other immigrant workers are getting paid, and their board is included. It's been 5 years since I've been here. Every day, leveling roadbeds, drilling tunnels, and blasting away at the Sierra Mountains. I wonder when I will see my wife and children again.
Our children are growing up very quickly. Kotaro and Takeshi are full of energy, playing outside all the... Kotaro! Kotaro, そっちしろめ! Takeshi, ちゃんと手に投げて! こっち来て! For the small boys, they are very naughty, always into getting trouble. Lily is almost 10 months now. She has such strong features. When she is confused, her forehead crinkles up, and her eyebrows come together like little caterpillars. And when she looks around the room, her eyes are so big and blank, just like yours. She looks so much like you. I want you to see her.